Games new to me. Please like and subscribe.
Hey guys, Rob here for Games New to Me. Welcome back, and thank you so much for spending the next few minutes with me for what I really hope will be another stellar video. I mean it. You guys rock, and this community has brought me nothing but joy, so thank you. So, I've got a story for you today that is, I guess, possibly reflective of the brave new world and the brand new problems that are now arising in the world of virtual reality. See, here's the situation. A woman who chooses to be anonymous for fairly obvious reasons says she was sexually assaulted by another player in the virtual reality realm. Let me just say that I've got a virtual reality rig in the form of a PlayStation VR, and I haven't actually played any games that involve other real-life players, so I can't really speak to the VR interaction scene. This story is brought by the Washington Times, and I want to give credit where credit is due, so there will be a link in the description below. So, as I already said, a female gamer has now raised an interesting question of what constitutes sexual assault. She talked about her experience with being groped virtually by another gamer while having one of her very first VR experiences with the HTC Vive. She also detailed a previous experience she had about being groped in real life. Quote, "I've been groped in real life, once in a Starbucks in broad daylight. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to happen in person," Jordan Bellemere, who goes by a pseudonym to protect her privacy, told CNN Money. Quote, "The shock and disgust I felt, in QuiVr, was not too far off from that." Miss Bellemere, which is the name she goes under but apparently not her real name, wrote in a Medium blog post that she was shooting zombies in the game QuiVr, spelled Q-U-I capital V lowercase r, on her brother-in-law's HTC Vive VR system when another player virtually groped her chest. Quote, "So there I was, shooting down zombies alongside another real-time player named Big Bro 442, she said. "Suddenly, Big Bro 442's disembodied helmet faced me dead on. His floating hand approached my body, and he started to virtually rub my chest. Stop, I cried. I must have laughed from the embarrassment and the ridiculousness of the situation," she continued. "This goaded him on, and even when I turned away from him, he chased me around, making grabbing and pinching motions near my chest. Emboldened, he even shoved his hand toward my virtual crotch and began rubbing." Quote, "There I was, being virtually groped in a snowy fortress with my brother-in-law and husband watching," she wrote. "What's worse is that it felt real, violating. This sounds ludicrous to anyone who hasn't stood on that virtual reality ledge and looked down, but if you have, you might start to understand. The public virtual chasing and groping happened a full week ago, and I'm still thinking about it." And so that's all we have to go on. Not tons of detail on how widespread the problem is, or if she just happened to stumble across a real-life asshole in a virtual reality world. I know it's different for women, but as a man, I try to imagine myself in that same situation with an unknown person using their virtual reality hands to grab at my crotch, and I have to admit that it sounds pretty horrible. Now, I haven't a clue how widespread this problem may become. It may be nothing at all, and I'm giving Miss Bellemere the benefit of the doubt because I don't see any reason why she would lie. The question is wide open as to whether this will become a common occurrence, though. If there is a rash of both real and manufactured stories about virtual sexual abuse, it could cause copycats to take up the mantle of virtual perverts. This is, however, an interesting situation as it raises some interesting questions. Does virtual reality groping actually rise to the level of a crime because it may feel more real due to the nature of VR? Is it really all that different from being harassed by another player while playing any other non-VR game? Honestly, I don't know the answers, but I'm fairly certain that this is just the first of many stories, like this one, that will be popping up in the media in the near future. What will it mean for VR? Will it get to the point of some sort of toothless legislation that would make it a crime? God, we do not need any more laws. We need to enforce the ones we have and just... Anyway, let's continue. This is not a good story. This is not something I want to start seeing in the headlines. It would only serve to damage the image of the budding virtual reality systems that have just come out and could hurt perceptions to the point of hurting sales, and that would be bad for everyone. And I don't blame Miss Bellemere on her wanting to stay anonymous, as I'm sure she doesn't want to start getting trolled in real life, possibly by the same asshole who groped her in the game. Guys, this is a strange situation and a weird story. It's completely believable if you think about it, but I wanted to know what you guys think about this. I'm still processing it and trying to form an opinion, and I think a discussion about virtual sexual harassment is worth discussing, so please, give me your thoughts in the comment section below. Anyway guys, just an oddball story today that I don't quite know what to make of yet. Thank you to everyone for spending a few minutes with me. You guys are the best. To my subscribers, you guys are getting sick and tired of this, but thank you so much for everything. You guys have no idea how much joy you give me and how much it drives me to make this the best channel I can for you. If you just stumbled across this channel, if you just stumbled across this video, won't you hit that subscribe button and give me a chance to win you over? You'll help to grow this fantastic community that surrounds this channel. You'll have my gratitude, and most importantly, you'll always be notified whenever a new video goes up on the channel. Anyway guys, this is Rob for Games New to Me saying, please don't get virtually groped, and don't virtually grope anyone. Be good to each other, and I'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.